Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope everyone's doing well. I am. And I'm trying to actually figure out how to cast from my phone to my computer so that you can actually see the cards when I pull them. So I still have to figure that out. But, you know, I'm at least a little bit smarter than I was before. So Windows does not make it very easy. It's not user-friendly. Anyway, I'm going to be doing a reading for November 4th, 2025. Here I go. Yawning all my life away. Oh gosh. Maybe I should do this earlier in the day. Anyway, if any of you would like to book an appointment with me, you can go on my Calendly, or click on my Calendly, however that works, on my in the description box below. So anyway, I'm doing this reading for November 4th, 2025, and I'm just kind of tapping into the energy of tomorrow, seeing how everyone's going to be feeling or how everything's going to happen. Is it only me, or does it feel like there's like a huge shift in the air lately? I have no idea what it is, but something is happening. I feel like I've been able to like channel more lately. I don't know what it is, but something about this upcoming full moon just seems really profound. So let's get an idea of what that's about for tomorrow, at least. I think it's on the 6th or Wednesday, whatever day that is. So if this doesn't resonate with you, then please move on. All right, let's go. Okay. For those of you that don't know, I do like to pull 2 cards for when I start my readings, just to get an idea of which way this reading is going to go. I've pulled 2 cards, and I have an idea, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to just try a different one. Okay. So there's some kind of conflict. Definitely some kind of conflict. We have the King of Swords. But I don't think he's a very good King of Swords. I think he should be reversed. So I will keep him reversed from what I'm looking at on my table. We have the Empress. And the 7 of Swords. So there's definitely some kind of conflict. I think that in these 3 cards, I definitely think that the Empress has to resemble something along the lines of Mother Earth, and how the King of Swords, who represents just humans in general, like the negative aspects of human nature, can really destroy the earth and nature and everything that it gives us, and that we take for granted quite frequently, all the time, basically. So there's definitely like something about the earth really trying to reset itself right now, which, you know, I don't know, but it's definitely some kind of conflict. I have no idea. We have the High Priestess, and she's here to really tell us, like, don't trust those people. That, you know, like this King of Swords, this reversed King of Swords, don't trust them. And it could be men, women, non-binary folk, everyone. So just don't, if your gut feels weird about it, don't trust them. Trust your intuition and really follow your internal sort of acumen, your acuity of knowledge of your feelings and yourself and what feels right to you. We have the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this is kind of like a dual reading. Like, I'm getting the sense that, like, yeah, we shouldn't trust certain people, but at the same time, I'm also getting the sense that, like, the earth is really trying to reset itself. Because with the Five of Pentacles, it's really just about, like, being, like, taking that sort of deep breath and sighing out and sort of releasing that pent-up energy that you no longer want to hold on to anymore. So I feel like, yeah, it's kind of like this shift. The earth is shifting. Like, it could be spiritually, it could be physically, it could be, you know, weather shifting, but I think that I'm getting something about this shift that I keep feeling about or thinking about. And I feel like this King of Swords, who is not really a King of Swords, is kind of like hiding behind something. Like, he's all cloaks and daggers, really. Like a smoky, dirty mirror. And, like, the earth is just like, ugh, like, come on, like, get off, like, reset, like, I can't do this anymore. So I feel like that's kind of what I'm getting here, is those sort of two stories. I'll try to keep them as separate as possible when I'm doing this reading, but I'm not sure how this could pan out, because it's just, I think it's all interconnected in some way. Yeah, the earth is ready for a change. This shift in energy. We have the Six of Pentacles, and as a clarifier, we have the Tower. So the Six of Pentacles and the Tower is, like, huge. Like, we have this moment to really think about, this is the first story, right? This first timeline, with the King of Swords. That's not the King of Swords. This sort of cloaked figure that, things are going to come crashing down, but there's light at the end of the tunnel for everyone else. And for the earth shifting energies, it's just like, there's so much energy just, like, moving forward. and I think the Tower is like, yeah, it needs to happen. Like, this shift in energy, it can't stand. The dude does not abide. The dude can be anyone. Ooh, yeah. Okay. It's time for self-reflection. We have the Hermit. So this is really just about kind of going inward, really looking at your intuition, really focusing on what you already know and what's true for you, because that's all that matters in the end. With the Hermit here, it's kind of like hibernating in a way, like becoming a recluse on purpose for a short period of time. So kind of, I'm getting this sense of like going out into the wilderness, like a little log cabin in the middle of like, I don't know, the Himalayas or somewhere in like Russia or Europe, and having like this little log cabin, hunkering down with maybe a couple chickens and a fireplace and several thousand books for a winter, and just going to town, really. Be a hermit, like take that time for yourself, really. That's all that matters. I mean, we can do the hermit full time, but I think like that would be more like a J.D. Salinger kind of deal, or even like a Harper Lee kind of a deal. So we have the Six of Wands. This is kind of like a celebratory card, right? So the Six of Wands is like you celebrating yourself for doing what you want, for actually going out and having these ideas, these kinds of passions that you really care about, and just going out and doing them, because honestly, no one else really cares. So you do what you want to do. I'm not getting a sense of this King of Swords anymore. I think he, or that energy, is just kind of out of the picture now. But I think this earth energy is really just kind of shifting. It will be victorious in the end. Yeah, and we have the Ace of Swords. And so with the Ace of Swords here is kind of like this new beginning, a new chapter in our lives, kind of a new chapter in the nature of being, I guess, the way that the earth is. And so yeah, it's just like one of those, I don't know, like I have a feeling that like this earth is shifting, hopefully, into a better consciousness. God, I hope so. So next I'm going to read some of my oracle cards from Kingdom of Fools, because I'm very excited about that. And we'll see where I go from here. Again, so I will have to block out any nudity, which obviously I will. So I just have to shuffle these a little bit, and then I will pull a couple. So right now I have 27 of these cards. So I have 3 sets, and each has 9. So I have 27 cards. Hopefully the goal is to acquire or own all 16 sets, but that's a little bit more expensive. So anyway, let's get this show on the road. So we got the circle card, and it says, devour your guilt before it devours you. And that's a really powerful card, because it's like, don't feel guilty about doing what you want, right? Like, no one else cares. That's the thing. Like, we always think, like, oh, like, what if these people think about me? Like, they don't. People are so focused on themselves that they don't think about anyone else. It's just kind of how things are. Next, we have the How card. Grace is not earned, it's breathed in. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. So I guess the point of these is to really, like, look at the one word. So, for example, the how, right? So, and come up with a story that way. So, I suppose, like, how do you breathe in grace, right? How do we breathe it in and just allow it to fulfill or to fill us up, to bathe ourselves in this sort of white light? And how do we allow ourselves that grace? The next card is called Yourself. To know your chains is to know where to cut. Isn't that true? That's so true. And it's really just about, like, finding that purpose in yourself, like cutting ties with people that no longer serve you. This is really just like that Six of Wands energy, that sort of Eight of Cups energy, really just letting go, taking these weights off and just letting go. Let go of all of that guilt and shame. I have no idea how this has anything to do with the reading, by the way. This makes sense now. So next we have the word drag. Time isn't healing you, it's watching you heal yourself. So with that card, drag, it's really, I mean, you're allowing yourself to be healed by taking in this white light, by exploring this sort of shift in energy that is happening all around us. I can feel it. I don't know if anyone else can. So it's just, to me, it's very prevalent, but I'm not sure if anyone else really feels it. So let me know if you do. I'll pull one more card. Not that one, because we already had it. Not that one, because we already had it. Hold on. Okay, it's called Again. Fail gloriously. Life comes in chapters, not conclusions. And I don't want to, like, cover up. See, here it is. It's a naked woman, basically, but, sorry. There she is, holding cats. I don't know if you can, no, sorry. There we go. See, she's got a bunch of cats. I don't know. I hate this stupid censorship things on YouTube. Anyway, gotta abide. Yeah, so that's really just like, if you fail, you fail. Pick yourself back up and try again. Anyway, if you liked this, then please let me know. I know I've been gone for a couple of days. I've been kind of busy doing other things. And if you'd like to have an appointment with me, then please book with my Calendly. I will put that in the description box below. Have a great night, everyone.